Nearly 29 years later, a Rio Hondo family continues to seek justice. Their 15-year-old loved one gunned down inside his home on September 1988.
Yeah, no one charged in the teen's murder. Channel 5's Ana Anguiano spoke with the family. She's in our studio with more on their plea tonight. Ana?
In spite of the amount of time that's passed, Michael Flores' family is still confident someone will be held accountable for his murder. His mother says time doesn't erase everything. In the small town of Rio Hondo,
it was kind of a scary thought, you know.
A dark past doesn't stay hidden.
Yes, I remember real clearly.
The unsolved murder of Michael Flores still haunts the city.
We never thought something like that would happen here in the small town of Rio Hondo.
But not like it haunts Michael's mother, Maria.
With that sound and falling on the floor, I heard him.
It was September 26, 1988. Kids in the town had just gotten back into their school routine. Michael was one of them.
He had just started his sophomore year at school. He was a real fun-loving jokester.
That Monday night was band practice. Michael and his brother were watching his sister and other friends get ready for the Friday night game. When it was over, all three hitched a ride home with a friend. Maria says her son was optimistic of the future, deciding that day, she says, what he wanted to be when he grew up.
And he said he was interested in mechanics, but the computerized part of, fixing cars and doing that kind of stuff.
Maria says after their talk, Michael went into his room and turned up the stereo.
Full blast, and I said, Michael, we lived in a mobile home at the time, so I yelled and he heard me. He turned down the music, and it was just a couple of minutes after that we heard the gunshot.
Maria says she thought it was fireworks. She had heard them so many times before in the alley, but this time, a thud. Too close to be outside.
He was on his knees, face down into a pillow with his face in the pillow. He was shot in the back, right behind his ear.
Michael was dead. Soon police would swarm the house looking for clues. They would find very few.
I don't know if it was days or weeks. They started having, focusing on a certain person of interest.
Although investigators suspected somebody, Maria says they didn't have enough evidence to bring about charges.
We had to go on. There wasn't a choice. We had to go on. We had to keep working when we didn't want to. I knew my kids needed me.
Days, months, then years with no arrest. In spite of the time passed, Maria says she still has hope.
I don't think the ones that saw something or heard something might have been afraid to talk, or their parents might not have wanted them to talk, to say anything, to get involved. They might have thought that what they knew was some little thing, that might not be important, but every little thing is important when you're trying to solve a case.
Hope that Michael's killer will see justice. Michael's family says the gun used in his murder was never found. The Texas Rangers continue to investigate the case. It's labeled as one of the top 12 cold case investigations. If you have any information about what happened, call Texas Crime Stoppers at 1-800-252-TIPS.